Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Channels Television, Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. And we're still wishing our esteemed viewers a beautiful sporty new year. We love you guys. And in 2018, we're going to have so much fun in this our world of sports. Yes, you listen to Alibaba. He's a renowned comedian in Nigeria, but he got serious. In Yabong, he didn't smile. He didn't throw jokes. He says, look, we haven't been doing what we should be doing. We have potentials, we're not maximizing it. He said, what does it take to develop long jump? It gave us the first Olympic gold medal, and where are we with it today?
Ridiculous. Austin, Alibaba made some really salient, valid points. I mean, when he talked about the fact that the one thing we haven't quite been able to get around to understanding is the fact that sports is business. It's huge business. It's not something for part-time. Sports is something that can form opinions. He said sports is a political tool. Sports is unifying. And now when we do not understand these things, that's why we do not develop sports in the direction it should go. He talked about long jump, gave us a first gold medal at the Olympics. We say, what does it take? Is it a board and sand? Now we won the first Olympic gold medal. Now we rested on our laurels, we went back home and sat back. Football in Nigeria has gotten so much popularity because our players are going to Europe, making names for themselves, really working really hard. Nothing really that we've done to make those players what they are today.
That's right.
We go out to celebrate people who are out there. What are we doing to develop our league?
That's right.
What are we doing to develop our federations? What are we doing to develop? Look at the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, Austin. I talk about it because I live close to there, and every time you go there, you see lots of talent. You go to the boxing ring, ridiculous. You go to the sports, the tracks, everything. Is not just good enough. And we have to find a way to understand that we need to start marketing ourselves.
That's right.
By marketing, you need to start developing the facilities.
That's right.
Infrastructures has got to be number one.
That's what it
because once you get the infrastructure right, you can get talents who are going to come out there. Now, because the truth of the matter is that when a player plays for MFM, he's playing at the Agege Stadium. And then he goes to play in the CAF Champions League against Al Ahly. He walks into a stadium he hasn't played before. There are 80,000 people in that stadium. I'm sorry, as good a player as these guys can be, you're going to lose your nerves. You lose your composure because the facility is not comparable.
He's not even playing football on a bumpy pitch for the first time when he gets to Al Ahly. And also moving the ball, movement of his feet and everything is all new to him.
So infrastructure is key.
Very,
very key. We've got to find a way to sort this thing out. And like Alibaba said, it's not rocket science.
That's right.
Some of these things don't cost a billion. They don't cost a fortune. We just need to find leadership that is directional, leadership that is purposeful. Get guys who can say, we need to develop this thing. We talk about poverty in Nigeria, we talk about job employment. But if we're developing guys in this country, we'll be talking about
I like when you do some things to me, when you mention leadership, I come alive. Let's look at when we won the Nations Cup in 1980. Look at the Adokies, the Shego Degbamis. How many of them were playing abroad? Our football was good. Locally, they were doing it here.
Austin Finidi George left a club in Nigeria to join Ajax of Amsterdam. Now, no Nigerian league player goes abroad without trials, quite shamefully. Now, our players are not signed from clubs here. Whenever a player leaves the NPFL to a club in Europe, he goes through the route of trials. Now, our players
when these clubs want to sign it, there's not even proper documentation.
Absolutely.
What are those international clubs going to put as contract? Where are the papers? We don't do the right things, and that's what affects even our players. Alibaba searched our conscience again. We used to be respected. You know, when there was a time Nigeria was feared with boxing. Before independence, we produced world champions. I'm talking about Ogan Kid Bassi. I'm talking about Diki Etu Tiger. The world feared us. Today we're shouting about Anthony Joshua.
Austin,
and then he said, did we develop him?
Austin, we those times we were not praying.
We're working.
We're working. We're putting things in place. We're setting agendas. We're ensuring that things were done at the right place. He talked about Samuel Peters, who was world champion at the time.
What did we do with him?
What have we done with him? Have we tapped into his knowledge? Have we tapped into
information
the exposure?
You can use? Samuel Peters got tired and went back to the United States of America, and now known as the American Nightmare. dumped his country. This is what we get. So we're not looking at Anthony Joshua now. The guy has done something good. He hasn't refused to say he has Nigerian roots. He loves Nigeria. How about we sit down with him and say, how can we use you to develop boxing
and not think of giving him chieftaincy titles? We should be sitting down with Joshua and saying, Joshua, we know you've made it. You know the United Kingdom developed you. They gave you their facilities. You built yourself. But this is where you're from.
Yeah.
We think you should bring something back home. And this is all we need, the facilities. Because I'm not quite sure we've got a big boxing arena in this country that is world class. People talked about the fact Joshua could have brought his fight to Nigeria. I said, no chance. That's not happening because the facilities are not there.
A Nigerian boxer based in the UK went to the National Boxing Gym at the National Stadium, and he says, Austin, I can't get on that platform. It's going to mess up my leg movements. And it's true, because if you're not careful, you fall into holes. The walls are cracking. That's right. And this is a country that we were very respected with boxing. You know, it's 2018, and we're hoping that some of these things will change. Football gets us talking, yes, but have we reached that level that we will be respected internationally with football? In the Ugbade is a former Super Eagles player. He says, the World Cup will bring a lot of seriousness because at that stage, the best of the best plays there. Let's listen to the Ugbade.
So far, but there's still room for a lot of improvement so that we can meet up the countries like in Asia, Europe, and some other places in Africa as well, where they pay a lot of money in football. But it's been wonderful. The level of footballing has improved tremendously under the administration of Shehu Diko and the Nigerian Football Federation as well, EPL. There's been a lot of improvement that I have seen because I've watched some matches, and the administration too, talking about administration as well, very good as well, but we can still improve. There is nothing that should be told to them because we've been to the World Cup several times now, and I very much believe from the experience of the past, we will learn for the present and learn for the future as well. We have to work very, very hard. We have to prepare the team very, very well. Give all the technical support, all the motivational support as well, the psychological support on the part of the administration. This is what we have to do. The federal government too must have to assist. Then the big conglomerates in Nigeria, they have to bring a lot of finances in so that we can fully participate and perform very, very well. Because when you're talking about this level, it is not where friends gather to play. This is where the best would gather